right? Friends? Friends, good morning. We got Christopher walking here again. Check that sucker out. Anyway, quick interjection. The sun is beaming in. I'm going to pick up some vitamin D this morning. We're back at Vartan's, into the wood. Friends, I talked about raker height on a 572 organ chain that the rakers have never been touched. Like they've not been touched. We're in our, I think it's the second or third grind, friends. Okay? So a saw with not as much torque likes that. Likes a saw that's got a really sharp chain and not a low raker to tax the motor, if that makes sense. Remember the planer analogy I talked about? The old grandpa's old planer, when you're old planing the wood there and it's too low and it goes kunk and jams into the wood? Same principle. When you got a sharp chain and you're just taking the exact amount of wood you need, depending on species, of course, you know, let's get at it. So friends, you kind of watched as I broke out that P51 at the end of the last video. What a fun time. But now we're going to bust into a completely different animal. Enjoy. So you really can't explain the feeling unless you understand. And see, look at me. I'm literally shaking my head here. This saw's, it's mad with that muffler on it and that fresh grind. But we're going after this other 572 now. But we're going to toss a bit of this wood down here and roll it down the hill first. Donnie, something's happened there, bud. Something's totally happened. I love it, whatever it is. Okay, so, we gotta keep this up in the air here now, friends. There we go. So I'm past that now, so I can actually literally just go like this now. Muffler works really good on that saw. Vartan! How are you, buddy? You guys had quite the afternoon, eh? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. You see, each time, friends, see this? Each time we just keep throwing these logs up further. This one worked out really good. That's all. That's all I do. This is ready to go. That should be good right there. We got our rollers here?
We got a roller.
We got our rollers.
This is Jack.
Jack.
Jack, that's Bill.
I like the name Jack.
Yeah, that's Billy Ray.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, that's just darn tootin'. So you see what I done there, eh, Vartan?
Beautiful.
Just kind of made a little road, eh?
This This is so much work you got done.
Well, not really.
Well,
A little bit. The saws were running sharp. Let me just say that much.
yeah. Oh, I saw you did the, you're sharpening on the machine yesterday.
Yes, I was, and oh my goodness, Vartan. Jack, say hi to all your fans.
Say hi, Jack.
You're going to be on YouTube if that's okay. Jack says it's okay to be on YouTube. Look at that good-looking fella. He's hiding behind that stick there, you see. He's here with his high-vis vest on. He's ready to work, this young feller. So, Vartan, we're just going to kick these suckers right off the freaking hill, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Here's a learning curve. Oh.
Yeah.
Careful.
Coming your way, Jack.
Jack, don't get in the way.
Oh, I got a good feeling.
Oh, yes.
I got a good feeling.
Oh, so close. Oh, you got that. Also, what's it?
Coming at you, Jack.
Ready, watch out!
Hey, watch out.
Jack, you ready?
Yeah.
He says this one's going to be a good one, Jack.
Get going.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I kind of like this.
Oh. Oh.
See them? There's a lot of it in here, unfortunately, but they still stand like this when they're together. They hold each other up and support one another like Jack and Vartan and Buck can do for one another. You see? We lift each other up, friends. Hold each other up. That's getting goofy now, isn't it, friends? Yeah, you enjoyed it. You know you did. Don't kid me. We'll probably come back for this. I bet you these guys are smiling. Oh, Jack, he can't even hold it back. Oh, who's this character?
Hey, what are you doing up here?
Friends, this is important enough for me to step in here and say, do not skip over this next little episode. It's about a 2-minute episode, and we're on the back of my tailgate talking about ground chain. We're talking about the chain that you're going to see cut coming up next. But there's an opportunity here to understand something and maybe incorporate it into your own life, especially with the saws these days, these newer saws that don't have the bottom end like the older ones do. Watch this little thing on the back of Myrtle's tailgate with the ground chain and the angles I talk about here. Just take a minute.
Hi friends, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. I truly do. I hope everything's good in your home. Listen, when you hear guys, or professionals mainly, or other guys talk about they don't like the way a stock chain cuts, well, it is kind of true, friends. EXL is glorious. It cuts beautifully out of the box. Mind you, 2 years ago it used to. It still does, but I have found, you know, recently I've ran into a few teeth that were like those ones that you can't file, you know, and then you got to grind through it. That's very common. That's happened for 30 freaking years as far as I can speak to, but, and way before that too, I'm sure. But there's a reason. Stock chain, friends, okay, a good angle to look at, if I can help you with this, and I know I go on about this, but the internet is a great place. See this angle here under your top plate? Okay, boom, that angle right there. Okay, this is a this angle I'm talking about. So just look at that little thing right there, that angle. Okay, which is, let's face it, it's this. It's that angle. It's not that. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's not this. It's not that. 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 It's that. You guys get what I'm pointing out to. This is a stock chain, brand new. I've literally just taken a couple. Actually, have I even? Yeah, I have. I've nibbled the raker. See, ever so slightly. Well, let me show you a little something here. When guys talk about this kind of chain, okay, this kind of chain. That's square ground chain. And that's actually a mean grind. Look at my angle. Look at that angle I'm talking about. That one I was talking about. Look at the angle. Do you want me to show you this up close? You tell me what's going to go through the wood faster. Even looking at it. Right, friends? Deadly! I'm going to put this on here on the hard setting, which means the highest setting. Oh, it's actually above the hard setting, friends. Can you actually see that? Yeah, you can. Let's go to this one. Okay, so here's the next tooth. So our rakers are high. Look at, they're actually high, but this is square ground chain. Let's test it with a high raker. We've had some filing going on here. Twice we filed this chain. Ground. So we're gonna fire this thing up in every way we always do, which is a couple of pumps. I don't know what they suggest, but there we go. Choke it, no throttle, 572 Husky ported by Ripsaw. We're hoping for 2 pulls. There it was, you hear that? Okay, I gotta stop right now. Do this test if you're a square grinder or square filer. Do this test. Go to your store, power saw shop, buy yourself a chain right out of the box, throw it on your chain, throw it on your power saw, run it in the wood, then stop, go grind it. Go put a square grind on it. Don't touch the rakers. Don't touch the rakers. Just change the tooth profile. My thing is, get a sharp chain. Don't whack your rakers down, especially you bore cutters. You bore cutters out there, you do that thing where you kick, and you're trying to, just get a sharp tooth. Get a sharp tooth. talk about this. Look at this chain, friends. Look at it. I've not touched the rakers, friends. It's stock rakers, and I've ground this chain twice. I've ground it twice. Look. Look at it. It's got a square grind on it. So I believe in a strong tooth, sharp tooth. Not a hungry tooth, but if you want to operate a saw and be able to rest on the dogs, I see a lot of guys with the 572s, they're kind of afraid to get on the dogs because they're not a super torquey saw. But I'll dig into some nice fur here right now, and I want you to watch what's going to happen. We're going to roll them down there. Not today. Okay, friends, I'm testing this saw. Now watch what happens here. I'm going to load this thing. Listen. Okay, well, friends, I just got my amazing new, I never had this, I had the old school one. I didn't get my new one, so it just came in. Christine sent it in a little bag like this. It just showed up. My wife and Rita just gone out. Look at that, friends. I'm so happy that I got my new freaking work hard, be honest and be kind freaking, be honest. I'm just so tickled. I love this one. I'm proud of this one. Christine, this is obviously our new thing. But you know what I do, friends? This is just me. We're stopping this video now. Friends, that grind on there right now, I know I get passionate about this stuff, friends. I know I do. But it's important to me. When they get into this and they understand, like a ground chain alone cuts much better than a round file. It just does. In different ways, okay? Now, but friends, the rakers have not been touched on that last chain. I'm freaking loving that. That is a fallen chain. It's a fallen chain where you've got to do everything in undercuts and big cuts and big wood. Friends, the 572 doesn't have a whole pile of torque. It doesn't stand up to the 500i or the 592 or anything other than what it is. A 70cc saw. It's a 70cc saw, friends. It's not that big. And the power's
delivered. 572 owners, I know you know what I'm talking about. You know what I do when I get these things, friends? When I get these hoodies, and this is just me. This may not be you. I love my hoodies, but I do not love danger. Gone. I do. I don't wear those because I'm bent over like chains and fans and motors, and I just get rid of them. I don't like the strings there, but I do like that. Love it. And these are a nice weight. They're not really heavy. They're just bang on. I'm going to tuck this into a set of freaking power saw pants right now, and I'm going to run my 500i. I got to go get my dad's a load of firewood up at Boston's, friends. And just a grateful man. Wake up in the morning, assess the damages, and do what you can do. That's it. Work hard. Be honest. And be kind, friends. That's the big one. Be kind. See you on the next video.